Alright, welcome to my Gorillaz bundle gameplay and review. So this is the item shop version of the Gorillaz, not the music pass. And these guys are going to be here until September 16th. So this is kind of a shortened Fortnite festival season for some reason. These are already available in the item shop, as you can see. There's a big 12 item bundle, and then there's also everything sold separately. So let's take a look at the bundle real quick. So first off is Noodle, and she looks absolutely amazing. She's got some super knee-high socks on, some awesome shoes. Her bangs go over her eyes. You can't even see them. And I love that white and red. Now, she also has a mask style if you prefer that. I don't think I would like that in-game, but I'll have to see. Looks like a phenomenal skin with the mask off. Here's her Lego. Not as good here, but at least you can see her eyes. And then there's Tutti. So, he's okay. I think I prefer Noodle. But he also has another style, and it's just the glasses. So if his eyes creep you out a little bit, you put the glasses over him. So he's got a little sheriff star right there on his shirt. A little more plain in terms of color scheme and stuff. Here's his Lego version. Looks like he's missing some teeth. Is that how he is in this one? I guess he doesn't show his teeth. Then we got Dare. Okay, that's copyrighted, so I gotta get off. That's pretty cool. And it's also a dance emote so other people can do it. We got Noodle's case for the back bling. Look at that. What is that, a drum gun, Tommy gun? We got 2D's megaphone. Okay, I'm sure there's some references on there, but I don't know that much about the Gorillaz. We got Bonesy balloons. It's pretty neat. Gorillaz camo. A lot of number 23s. I don't know what that means either. Noodle's axe. It's got a sticker that says owl on it with the basketball. Yeah, I'm sure there's tons of references. 2D's mic. That's pretty cool. It's like an old-fashioned on-air one. We got Dare, the jam track. Nice, from 2005. So that's the entire bundle. It's 2,600 V-Bucks, not 7,300. 2,600. And like I said, you can buy everything individually. And there's also the Clint Eastwood jam track, which is not in the bundle for some reason. Why? This is the song I think everyone would know if you listen to it. You've probably heard it once or twice. We also got Feel Good Inc., but I think that was already available. So I'm going to use the Needle Dropper because it's music related. That's a pretty sweet glider. We'll see how that looks on her. All right, let's hop in and take a peek. Okay, here we go. Let's try the Needle Dropper. So obviously she's a cel-shaded / anime effect. But this doesn't look too bad. I wish it was pure white instead of silver. That would look so much better. Alright, here we go. Like I said, she looks pretty fantastic in my opinion. Even if you don't know who the Gorillaz are, I think this is a great looking skin. The only drawback is, as mentioned, she is cel-shaded. So if you're not a fan of those types of skins, you may not be as excited for these two skins as most people. Backbling is pretty big, all things considered, but it looks really cool. Let's see if it has physics. Yeah, part of it kind of opens and closes. I just think her color scheme is really cool. That camo green on her shoes, the white and red, and then the knee-high socks. Just a very clean look all around. The only drawback is she doesn't really have a pickaxe, so you'd have to find one or use this guitar. And the guitar is yellow, so it doesn't really fit that much. So let's do the pickaxe pull-out sound and swing animation. Here you go, I'll be quiet. Okay, that's not too bad. I think I would definitely pick another pickaxe, though. Let's see if there's a splash. Okay, there is. That's good. Weak spot reactivity. Oh, I don't see anything there. How about when you hit another player? Okay, makes a cool noise there. How about her aim down sights? Here we go. That's very smooth for a cel-shaded character. Yeah, like I said, she's just a great looking skin. I didn't think I would like these skins that much, but this one is fantastic. Really enjoying this so far. Now, I saw this wrap color and I was like, what is that? That's not going to match her, but obviously her shoes are the same color. But you don't see her shoes when you aim in, so it looks a little odd, but at the same time, it kind of flows. I don't mind this at all. Now, this is music reactive, So let's see what that does. My son here do take the L. Let's see what it does. So just hold on. Let's turn the lights off. It looks like just the end lights up. That's kind of lame. I'm not gonna lie. So this will look way better on the wrap skin, and we'll see for sure what lights up. But this is a little underwhelming. As you can see, nothing really lights up on the skin itself. So I doubt there's going to be any reactivity. But let's just get in the limb here and see. I was kind of hoping the back bling would do something, but nothing. If we open a chest real quick. Oh. Okay, let's take the back bling off real quick, and we'll put the mask on. Okay, so from our perspective, this doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. And you can see aim down sights gets a little worse, but it's not that bad at all. It doesn't protrude much at all. And look at that, you get that red strap, which actually adds a bit to the character. I don't mind that. That's not bad. Here it is from the front. Again, I don't know much about the Gorillaz, so I don't understand the reference to that mask, but I'm sure it plays a pivotal role in Noodle's background somehow. And it's got some green and white, so that matches the wrap and the shoes too. So if you prefer this mask on, it does not look bad at all. Neither does no back bling. All right, let's put the guitar as the back bling real quick. So obviously the guitar is interactive, so that's kind of neat. Sometimes a guitar as a back bling looks huge, but this doesn't look too bad. I think it actually depends on the person's frame. So she's got a slender build, and it doesn't look that large. Yeah, that's kind of good too. So that is Miss Noodle. Now let's check out Tutti. Okay, so this is the skin I wasn't so sure of because he looks a little lackluster in the locker. But he doesn't look that bad. He's got his jeans rolled up. That's how I used to do my jeans in high school. That's funny. And again, the sheriff's star and a little red line right there. I like his blue hair. But other than that, he's just a very, very low-key character in terms of color scheme. His eyes kind of glow a little bit. They are very creepy. I'll give it that. Let's do the pickaxe pull-out sound and swing animation. Here you go. So I'm not a big fan of these large microphone pickaxes. They just take a long time to withdraw. Backbling's not bad though. Okay, it's got a nice splash effect. Some red and blue in there. That's interesting. I don't even see any blue on it. I guess there is like a red and blue outline. Let's turn the lights off real quick. Yeah, I guess I kind of see it. Let's test against a player here. Alright, let's see if the back bling does anything. Nope, no reactivity there. How about his aim down sights? Let's take a look. That's not too bad either. Again, cell shaded with the anime effect. I don't know if this wrap really goes with him. He doesn't have any green whatsoever. But again, it doesn't really look that bad. You can see a bunch of stickers on the back bling if you crouch a bit. Okay. Back bling doesn't appear to do anything. Let's do the mic as the back bling, although I think it's way too big. We'll see. And we'll also put his glasses on. Yeah, already not a fan of that. That's too big in my opinion. I'm just not a big fan of these mics. And you can see what he looks like without a back bling, so that's not bad. Now with the glasses on, yeah, you can see just a little bit when you aim in. Other than that, there's really no change at all from your perspective. However, from the outside appearance, he looks really smooth with those. Look at that. I actually like those shades. Those are really cool. But again, from your perspective, you can't see that much at all. I was hoping you could see a little more when you aim in, but no. Okay, so of the two characters, I think Noodle is the better character. But with that said, Tutti is not that bad. Just a little underwhelming all around. I really wish they had actual pickaxes as opposed to these instruments. Especially with Tutti here. Alright, let's try the wrap skin real quick. Okay, here we go. So you can clearly see the star this time and the 3-leaf clover with the 23. Okay, now wait a minute. Is it Oh, it is reactive. What? I thought it was supposed to be music reactive. Okay, I didn't even notice that it was reactive. So you can see that star does spin around crazily. So that means it's going to do that when you pickaxe as well. At least with this skin. Let's get a little close to him, and you can see it does light up. But yeah, that's it. Just that star right there. That's the only reactivity in terms of music. And even then, it's not like it flashes that much. Let's do our own emote. Hold on. Let's get away from it. Okay, so you can clearly see it's not lit up right there. Let's do the dare. Yeah, that's it. So it just barely lights up. Yeah, that's a little disappointing. Okay. Well, hey, double reactivity though. Shooting makes it spin. And dancing, emoting by other people make it light up. Barely. Alright. So there you go. That is the item shop bundle for Gorillaz. In my opinion, these two are the better skins than the ones we get in the Fortnite Festival Pass, which is kind of unfortunate. I think it should be the other way around. But from a company perspective, I understand why they would do that. But by far, I think Noodle is the best looking skin. Out of all four characters, even the two in the Music Pass, I think Noodle reigns supreme. Let me know in the comments if you agree with that. I didn't really mind Tutti. He's just a little low-key. And like I said, there's no pickaxes for either of these. And of the pickaxes available, the Noodle one looks better. Just not a big fan of this huge microphone. So my suggestion, if you get either of these skins, run a different pickaxe for sure. But I really like the design. I like her clothes. The mask didn't bother me at all where normally they would. You know what? I forgot to show the contrail. Crap. Let me do that real quick. But Noodle by far is my favorite of this whole bundle. So if you don't want to get the entire bundle, this is my recommendation. Noodle for sure. Okay, so there it is. That's not bad. Kind of creepy, but not bad. Looks like just a bunch of balloons. So I tried to put another glider, a white and red one, but again, with the cell shading, it's just hard to match. So if there's a cell shaded glider that's white, let me know in the comments. I'll have to look through my locker, but in terms of the contrail, pretty sweet. This definitely matches Noodle more than it would match Tutti, because she's got those white and black socks, plus her whole color scheme is that pure white as well. So pretty cool. I thought these would be kind of annoying to run, but no, that looks not bad. So there you go. That's all there is to it. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Like is always appreciated, and don't forget to use my Support-A-Creator code, which is Tabor time.